Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be testing out some different ice packs for the shoulders. Now I do have a potential torn rotator cuff, unfortunately, so I'll be testing these out. Both of my shoulders have been bugging me a little bit from riding the air chair, sit down hydrofoil, but anyways, I have purchased 2 of each of these. We're going to be doing several different tests and comparisons, and we're also going to see how easy it is to put them on with both shoulders, including a shoulder that potentially needs to be operated on. These would also be great for after an operation to, help cool them down. So we're going to do a few tests. The first product we're going to be looking at is Comfy Tech. I'll have links to all these down in the description. Non-toxic, freezable, reusable, microwavable. We're only going to be testing out the cold function on these. They're all reusable. It says for minimize swelling and reduce muscle spasm and pain. Do not sit, lean against, or lie on the gel pack. Now this one is more of a gel. Okay. The next one that we're going to look at, this is Comfcube Persistent CryoForce Cold Pack for Shoulders. Now this is not gel. These are little cubes that freeze. It's not like ice. It's not going to get you wet. And it says long-lasting cold, hands-free use and reusable, flexible even after frozen, fits the shoulder contour snugly. Okay. Place this ice pack in the freezer for at least 3 hours. The next one, this one is a lot smaller. It's different. It allows for a little bit more movement, but this one is, we'll be discussing that shortly. This one almost feels like a silicone. It says that it's a gel. Innovative soft gel. It does stay together though. It's not a gel like you may be used to, like the Comftech one where the gel moves around. This one is pretty well put together. It doesn't move around. This one says to place in the freezer for at least 2 hours. All right, I've got a laser thermometer here. We're going to check the temperature, different parts of the counter. 72.8, 72.8, 73. Okay, so this portion of the counter through here is roughly the same temperature. I just grabbed one of each of these from the fridge. I've got them kind of folded in fourths. Okay. Got a freezer set over there to 0 degrees. So depending on where you measure this, we're at as low as 2.9 degrees right here, 30 degrees. Over here we've got 3.2 as the lowest. Now it's interesting because even to the touch, this one feels cold. This one does not really feel cold, the Comfcube. Okay, this one does feel cold. This one by far feels the coldest, but the interesting thing, and there's not going to be a good way to test this, but we will check this every 5 minutes or so. I'm going to take a new temperature and see. And like I said, these are all folded the same way. This Comfcube, after some amount of time, it seems like it gets colder and colder. I don't really know how to explain it. This one and this one, you feel cold immediately. This one, you don't feel cold immediately, but then after, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, your shoulder will be frozen. Oh, my shoulder's hurting a little bit here. Just moving around. Okay. So now we show, I'm just going to measure it right here. No, that's not a good spot. Right here at the edge of this word where it says immediately. 3.2. Going to measure right here next to where it says Comfcube. 36.5. Going to measure right here next to the H. And 12.1. Okay, we're going to check in every so often, see how cold they are. All right, it's been another 5 minutes. We've got 5.6, 5.8. Oh, no, here we go. 36.3, 34.1. And now it's been about another 5 minutes. We've got 9.2, 37.7, and 28.6, 29.5. Okay. All right, another 5 minutes have transpired. 14.4, 39, 33. Here we go again. Another 5 minutes. 16.6. 37. 38.1. And another 5 minutes. We are about 25 minutes into the test now. 20.9. 39.3. 37.7. All right, it has now been approximately 30 minutes. 24.5, 39.2, 42.2. All right, it's now been 35 minutes. Trying to get a good reading. It's jumping around between 26.5 and 29. We're gonna go in the middle. We're gonna say 27.7. 39.0. That one's staying very steady. This one's now at 44.2. Okay, these are now been out here for 40 minutes. We got 32 degrees. This one's starting to warm up now. We've got 44.7, 48.7. All right, it's now been 45 minutes. This is gonna be the last one. 33 degrees, 42.6, 50.5. The ComfyTech gel started at the coldest 2.9 degrees, jumped all the way up to 33, so 30 degrees increase. The ComfyCube started at 30, finished at 42.6, so only went up 12.6, and then the black one started at 3.2 degrees and went all the way up to 50.5. So a 47.3 degree increase. All right, so the timed warm-up test, this one, the gel one, still feels cold to the touch. Started at 2.9 degrees, ended up around 33 degrees after 45 minutes. And remember, this is not a perfect test because there's no body heat. This is in 4 layers here all together, so it's gonna be keeping itself cool a little bit. This one went from 30 degrees, still does not feel cool to the touch. 30 degrees to 42.6, but like I said, this is the one when it's contoured to your body and pulled up against it, somehow it gets colder. I don't really know how to explain it. I thought this one was very pathetic at first. And then this one over here, we started at 3.2 degrees. No longer feels cold. It feels warmer than this one actually. And now it's at 50.5 degrees. I just grabbed the other set of each of the ice packs out of the freezer. I'm gonna go ahead and try these on. This cube one maintains temperature the longest, so I'm gonna leave that one sitting right there. We're gonna start with this one. These do unstrap like that. Gonna put this part over my head, around the arm. You stick your arm through. Now, the thing with this one, all of these, this strap is supposed to go around the whole thing. Like that. Okay, so there's the first one. As you can see right here, it is bunching up. It's not as form-fitting as the listing makes it out to be. It is cold though. It starts cooling you down pretty much right away. This is the one that says it's a unique kind of gel. To me, it feels kind of like silicone. It's kind of stretchy. It also feels very cold. I like this one. The problem is this one does not stay cold for very long. Okay, so same thing. Now you can do one on each shoulder. And then this one also has an area where you stick your arm through. Now, in order for this to fit right, these letters are supposed to be just kind of right in the middle or slightly to the back. Okay. This one is very form-fitting. So if you can keep these off of each other, you can double up. This one is very much so form-fitting. It does feel very cold right now. Unfortunately, this one doesn't feel cold for long. My biggest complaint with this one, especially as it starts warming up, right here at the point of my shoulder, it's very flat. Even right now, it may be hard to tell on the camera, but there is no gel right here. You hear that? Hitting my shoulder versus where there's gel. All the gel sinks down to the arm. So as far as I'm concerned, this is becoming a little bit more form-fitting now that it's starting to warm up. But as far as I'm concerned, this one is not that great. This one I love, can move it around. It's this shoulder that's hurting me. I can still lift. It feels more natural to lift this one. Like I said, this is the one that's hurting me, but this also provides some rigidity that works against Joe a little bit. Okay, and then, okay, we're going to leave this one on for now. The Comf Cube, this is the one I've been saying, it doesn't feel super cold to the touch, but the longer you wear it, I mean, it gets cold. I mean, yesterday I had to take a nice hot bath. I was so chilled. And then, so this one is the same way. This strap is supposed to go, see, it hurts me to reach over there all the way, but this strap is supposed to, sorry, my kids are being super loud. I don't have to be quiet. This is supposed, which, that's what kids do. This is supposed to go all the way around the arm. If I can get it, it's similar to the other ones. Okay, so this is supposed to go all the way around. It can be a little bit tricky doing this by yourself. And this one, I guess, I mean, my arms are not huge. I do work out. This one is a little bit harder to get on there. All right, so here's how this one fits. This one is form-fitting, the cubes. Now, I don't think you'll be able to hear it, but this is frozen. I can crunch them. It's definitely ice in there. I like this one a lot. So I'm gonna have the links down in the description. Comfort-wise, this one moves a little bit easier. This one is rigid, like I said, right here, there's nothing there. And there's no way that this one's gonna be flat because these are all, they're sewn in this direction and they do move freely right here, but they bump against each other and you can move them around a little bit if you need to. I've got two of these. I've got two of each, but I like these the most. And that's my comparison. I hope you like it. Please click on the link in the description. If you're gonna buy one of these, I'll get a small commission. Doesn't cost you any extra. But yeah, this is the one that I like. This is a nice one to wear. Just even forget you have it on. Nice, I'm sitting here on the couch. I decided to put both of these on. And I've got my laser thermometer here. When they feel cold, like very cold, I'm gonna take them both off, take a temperature reading on my shirt and maybe also on my skin. But you can see this one doesn't fit so great. This one does form fit. There's bunches. This is the part of my shoulder where I need it. Yeah, I'm not even gonna measure it right there because there's literally no gel in that spot. Maybe I will just for fun. I'm gonna leave these on for a while. It's now been about 10 minutes. The shoulder starting to feel pretty cold. This one, it's cold on the outside, but it's not feeling super cold. See if I can get one of my kids in here to come and take a measurement for us. This one, if you've ever iced yourself with just like a bag of ice, maybe put a little bit of water in there. That's kind of how this one's starting to feel. This one over here, not so much. Now, would it be better to just ice with like a bag of ice and maybe put a little bit of water or a little bit of salt in there to get it to melt real quick? Probably. But this is feeling very cold. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take these both off. Okay, measuring the arm. 80.4, shoulder 77.1. I'm gonna pull this up a little bit. Measure the front 91.9. Okay, now I'm gonna take this one off. This is the shoulder that's hurting. 81.5. 68.9, 66.7, 80.6. Phil, keep recording, but feel my shoulder right here. Tell me which one feels colder. Does that feel cold?
Yeah, that's cold. This one feels colder.
By how much?
A lot.
A lot. Yeah, this one feels like I've had an actual ice pack on it. All around. This one, it's a little bit cold back here. It's colder in the arm, but it's because the gel sinks down. All right, thank you. If you enjoyed this review, please like, subscribe, share, do whatever you'd like so that I can continue to do these. I really had a hard time finding an ice pack I like, but I do like the Comfort Cube.